Checking out our question sets and how we were doing, and actually a couple of you emailed me, or one of you emailed me about this question, and I noticed many of you missed this question, so I wanted to go through it and walk us through it. I want to take this time right now to discuss just my belief and really where we should be at on how far it's okay to persevere and struggle with a question and when it's okay to set a question aside. Our goal for this month as we work through our new concepts and learning the material for Algebra 1, the goal is not for you to get frustrated. Our goal is not for you to get annoyed and discouraged about a question. And many times when that happens in class, I'm there physically present so I can work with you and give you some guided questions to help us along the way. But unfortunately, I can't do that. So you have to discern when you need to set the computer aside. But there's a balance there with that. We want to make sure that we can persevere through a question along with finding that balance between getting frustrated. So our goal is not to get frustrated, but to grow and find perseverance, but not get too annoyed over a question. If that happens, send me a screenshot of the question, email me, set it aside. You will not be penalized with that. I will send a video out giving instructions and maybe giving a solution of how to solve the question, okay? So for this question, many of you struggled with this. I want to go ahead and go through this question on Mathspace now. Your question will be slightly different person's name, and the numbers will be different, but the setup is the exact same. So Tracy has a total of $6,000, which she has put into 2 savings accounts, okay? She has 4 times as much money in her savings account as her checking account. Let X represent the amount in her checking account and let Y represent the amount in her savings account. Write 2 system of equations that describes all the information provided, given both equations on the same line separated by a comma. You do not need to solve the system. So we're going to go ahead and work this out. It says write a system of 2 equations. So we know we're going to have 2 equations. So we'll have this part on the left as equation 1 and this part on the right as equation 2. So equation 1, I'll work in black. Tracy has a total of $6,000, which she has put into her savings account. Let's stop there. Okay, so we know that she has $6,000. How many accounts does she have? Well, we know that she has 2 accounts. So we can represent this using variables. Now, if we look further in the question, it says let X represent the amount in her checking account and Y represent the amount in her savings account. So we know X plus Y is equal to 6,000. That is our first equation. Our second equation will be in the rest of the information provided for us. So she has 4 times as much money in her savings account as her checking account. So we know that she has a checking account, and we know that she has, a savings account, and we know that she has a checking account. Now, as of right now, this equation that we're using to model this situation is Y equals X. That would mean her savings account has to be equal to her checking account. But that is not the case here. It says her checking account, she has 4 times as much money in her savings account as her checking account. So Y has to equal 4 times X. So that is our second equation. So we can go ahead and write this into our answer and see if we got it correct. So X plus Y is equal to 6,000. And it says to separate it by a comma. And we know our second equation is Y equals 4X. So those 2 equations is modeling this scenario. We can then solve for X and Y. It doesn't ask us to, but then we can find out how much is in her checking account and savings account. Okay? So like I said, if you are struggling with the question, please email me. Please let me know. I do not want this month to be a time of frustration, okay? I am asking you to stop. If you're getting frustrated, if you feel like it is overwhelming, please let me know, okay? It's difficult because some students, you're able to get through these question sets in about 15 minutes. Others, it's taking you longer. That is okay. We all work at different paces, okay? What I need for you to do is to know what works best for you. If it is too much, please email me and then we can reassess from there, okay? In the classroom, I'm able to make that assessment by observing how you're working, but it is a little bit more challenging, and I'm requiring you to take a little bit of responsibility in notifying me if it is too much. If it is, please let me know, okay? And we can work something out, all right? I just want to take this moment as well to remind you that we will be meeting as a class on Zoom on Friday. We will be meeting during our Algebra 1 block, so depending on which block that you have class, that is the time that we will be meeting. You are expected to be at that meeting. If you are not there, you'll be marked absent. Remember that it is a flip day, so G and H, you will be flipped. So H block, you will be meeting at 12:40. I have to check make sure that the time is 12:50, and G block, you'll be meeting at 2:05. Okay, I look forward to seeing you all there. Have a great day.